Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Immersion Diversion on Roll for Immersion. I'm gonna do that quick. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining us. I am Immersion Diversion, and we are playing Pokemon Tabletop United through a game called it's Pokemon Space Odyssey. I always get that wrong. I gotta say this is Pokemon Space Odyssey because we're playing Pokemon in space. Um, we're playing it on Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice. We just like really using this tabletop because it's oh, my thing's not working. Ah, crap.
That's
Hey,
not good.
that's not good. One sec. I kind of want to see if I can fix that quick. But in the meantime, oops, I need a new mouse. God dang it. Yeah, we use it for rolling dice, keeping initiative, um, uh, maps and stuff like that. Yeah, my commands are down. Here, Cloudbot. This says it's active. Maybe here. PTU. Yep, I think it's just down for now because it says activate Cloudbot and it's on. So I think it's just being weird right now. So no commands, but that's okay. We will try our best to get them working as they go. But yes, the music you can hear now is music from Zame. We also have music from Sanity, Blitzit, Glitch City, and Galax. You can find them all on YouTube. They have amazing soundtracks from Pokemon and many other soundtracks from other different games as well. And we appreciate them being able to let us play their music on this while we're playing it through Sirenscape, which Sirenscape sounds good, Schoolie. Which we use Sirenscape for our soundboard. Technically, it's an online sound set library where you can go in and they have a bunch of music that they themselves made, but you can also upload your own music, which I don't think you need to be a Super Siren to do, but in any case, like, you have access to all their library with the Super Siren account as well. And with that, now you introduce the players. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yes, these are the players to my game. They are amazing players, and I love their characters. Let us find out who they are. We'll start with Sean on Robert and Gizmo.
Yeah, Robert is a professor uh, that had a turbulent past on his planet. That he was involved in what's basically a never-ending war, and yeah, he eventually left that planet. Doesn't want to go back, and yeah, became a Pokemon professor. And Gizmo is kind of like his class that he really loves and cares for. He was a fossil and he's a Q-fetch, so he's like a Q-bone Farfetch.
That's awesome.
That was a really bad way to describe my character.
It's okay.
Doing it live.
They're alive. So who is not appearing today, because they need to take care of themselves, which is always good, is Echo, played by River, Echo and Navi. Echo is a android. They believe they're from, it's a planet called Kitov. It's a planet where all the androids were created. But they woke up on Pifomia after exiting a kind of almost like a escape pod of some sort, where they were discovered by a Reaper, and then they kind of lived out their 50 years. Well, they're still alive, so they didn't. It's just lived out their life. They lived on Pifomia for 50 years. Went to Rutania for a little bit for about 20 years, and then met the group on Anno, the space station Anno. They met Navi along the way. Navi was a Ralts who has now evolved into a Corellia, and Navi helps them figure out their emotions that they are learning how to have. And we'll figure out how things go along with them. They've kind of been learning a bunch of other stuff other than emotions about stuff that they themselves can do along the way as well. So we'll see what happens with Echo. And then, hello, Edward.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Did you? Oh, yep.
I'm here.
Tell us about Adolfin and Luthu, if you're good.
Oh my gosh, he
Okay.
does exist.
Yes, I do exist. Sorry, I thought I had a little bit more time than that.
Oh, were you still eating? Sorry.
No, I literally just finished.
You turned on
so-
your camera, so I thought that meant you were ready.
Well,
Sorry.
then that's just me getting prepared. There you go. Luther. Well, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Edolphin. Edolphin's an elf from Zutso, but shit's happened. Check out previous VODs for that. And he's got shit to deal with now. And has learned curse words, or rather, he's now swearing because a lot happened
Lots of things have
recently.
happened.
I feel like
Yeah, he's not doing great.
I feel like the tipping
I
point
do
is
feel a
having to
little
watch the
bad for
contest.
Adolfin.
He's just not doing great right now.
Me as the
so-
GM, I've just been like, pah! Lots of stuff
Yeah.
happened recently. I'm like, uh-oh.
I
Kind
mean,
of my fault.
I love it for the story, but yeah, Edolphin's not doing great. Right. And also partially, Edward is fucking exhausted. So, if Edolphin doesn't chat a lot, that's because one, Edolphin's not doing great. Two, Edward's knackered. So that. Luthu is Edolphin's cuddle bug, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
They are essentially Luthu's what's that? Emotional support Pokemon.
You mean Adolphin's a emotional support Pokemon?
Never lives in his own never lives in the ball. It's always out, always around Elephant's neck. In natural fact, that's how whenever I return or Elephant returns Luthu to the ball, that's actually what happens. Luthu just crawls up and wraps around the Elephant's neck.
Today's
That's
going to be
me.
a great session with the like this. Alright. With last
Can't
but
leave my
not
house without my Luthu.
last
That's
but
gonna
not
be a fancy
least,
name for a scarf now.
the Luthu scarf. That'd be cool.
I can't leave without my Luthu.
Go for it. If you want to use it for that, go for it.
Now it's got to be a Linoon at that point.
It'll just be an extra long scarf.
Big noodle hanging around my neck.
Alright. Henry! Edward, or Johnny! Tell us about Henry and Tedwardo. Hello.
Well, Henry's just a boring ass human. He's a chronicler, so he likes to write things down. He's got his own little book that, when he sees something fascinating, he'll write it down for sure. He's also a coordinator on the flip side of things. Unfortunately, bringing up Adelphin's sweet trauma, having to watch that. I feel like that was the tipping point. That's when things really started to go south. Anywho, Tedwardo is my companion for this run, and there's not a lot I can talk about, other than
Redacted.
Yeah.
He just needs to stop talking.
and yeah.
Alright. That is amazing. Alright. And they have all made their own Hero Forge minis, which is amazing. I don't know what else to say about that ever. It's like, because they all do great. I love them. It's so good. If they ever need to update them, they can always update them, and then they can give them to me, and I'll do that. But last but not least, thank you guys in chat for hanging out with us, for being here. As you be here, you get channel points to help the players out. If you wish to donate to the stuff like that, you can donate to give them inspiration, which is basically the it's like Arceus inspiration or Arceus rerolls and stuff like that. Yeah, I will hydrate. You can use it for that as well.
Demonstration.
they're just fun little gimmicks that you can help the players out with. Like, you can heal their Pokemon, you can give them rerolls, you can give them insight, you can give them items. The magic item box one in there is for mainly for stuff that they can get that's within the Pokemon's shop in the core rulebook. But there's another way to give them different types of items, and I will get to that. You can also donate a monetary reward if you wish. Donate responsibly if you do, but donate generously as it helps all the players out as I split it between as much of us as we can. Those that want it. So, but yes, it gets split between the players. So if you wish to donate, like I said, donate responsibly. But you can donate $1 for a consumable item, which would be like Pokeballs, super potions, stuff that's like a one-use kind of thing. $5 is for a Pokeball or a Master Ball. As you can see in the corner here, I got a Master Ball, and they have those lovely Pokeballs down below them. They can be used to re-roll moves, attacks. They can be used to keep their Pokemon, and possibly the Pokemon they attack, like mainly wild Pokemon, at 1 HP to help them catch them better. I can also use my Master Balls to cancel their Pokeballs and do the same things that I described for the Pokeballs. But you can also use the Pokeballs and the Master Balls for creating fun ideas that you wish to do, and just basically changing up the game a bit. No! I caught the bot. And he's getting released later. For $10 you could donate a and the hero points and the Jinx and the Master Balls can also be used to reroll capture rolls if they wish, to help them catch Pokemon they want to catch. For $10 you can donate a plot twist, flashback card, or a hero card. Plot twists are basically just they change up the story at the given time. It could be something totally random. I haven't looked at what all the plot twist cards do. It'd be kind of fun to get some of those. But flashback cards can remind the players of something they forgot about in the past. Maybe something happened in their backstory where, the card now says this happened, Or maybe they remembered something that they had on them that they didn't have, or that they didn't know they had. And the hero cards are basically one-use powers that they can either, if they translate well to the Pokemon tabletop, we can use them for that, or they can be used as a fourth Pokeball. Like the hero point Pokeballs like they have. For $15 you could donate a GS Ball, which is a critical hit, basically a free critical token, where they can use it to just get a critical on anything they do. They can also use it on the critical throw when they go to catch a Pokemon, which normally gives a +10, but with the token use will give a +20 to their throw, or -20. I forgot how that works. I always forget that. I think they want to lower it, so maybe it's a -20, so they get a better chance to catch it. For $20 you can donate a random encounter, which is a single creature that shows up to the fight. Usually pretty strong. Not like boss material, but like a big strong enemy that they have to come across, and if they defeat it they'll get an item. But they also have the potential if they want to catch it, because it would be a catchable Pokemon as well. For $25 they can donate. You can donate a creature buff, which makes this creature or some of the Pokemon in the fight, or just one Pokemon in the fight, a little bit stronger. Being they can get a new typing, it can get a new move, it could be bigger, smaller, more levels, lower levels. I mean, probably more levels. But for $30 you can donate a magic item or a legendary encounter. A magic item is something we create together. Either you create it and the party member that you choose gets it, or I make something, or maybe the player has something they wish to get, and me and the players can talk about it as well. But usually it's a stronger item, probably more akin to something like the spear that they just obtained, where it's a personally made item not something from the PTU core store. So, and the legendary encounter is basically the same thing as the random encounter, except the legendary Pokemon. Legendary Pokemon will show up and cause problems for our party, and they can catch it if they wish to. They can defeat it, getting an item if they wish to, and so on and so forth. Last but not least, we have a $50 Unknown Mysteries, which is basically the secret menu item. It's a item. It's a story element changer that changes the entire plot of what's going on. It could be good, it could be bad, but it's up to you if you want it to happen or not. Last time I gave the players a if we got this secret menu item last week, it was going to be that they got an item which is something similar to a the ability capsules, where they could use it on their Pokemon that they caught in the wild, and if they didn't like the ability it had, they could use it to swap out the ability for something else that they would actually be able to choose. This week, I have to mute myself, however, really quick, so that the players don't hear this time what I'm planning to do for the secret menu item. So, here's what I was planning to do. You guys can hear me? Can
Someone go watch the stream.
No. So basically, they had just defeated a guardian. They don't know what it is yet.
I wouldn't
but
like it. It's too bad.
it's a guardian. It's something that was that came out of the portal that Henry had opened. If they go into said portal, the secret menu item was I was going to have someone from on their side. Not on the portal side, but on the side they were on after they enter, grab the gem that was on there and basically trap them in the portal. So there is a second one, so if they don't decide to go into this one and they happen to go into the other one they discovered where it is, and that happens, the secret menu item will happen for that side as well. Otherwise, if they don't do either, I think the secret menu item will also be I'll also include the capsules for that as well. So this is a 2-for-1 in this one. So they'll get the capsules, and I will shut the portal off from behind them. Okay. Alright, we're back with that.
Oh, that was a long description. Jeez.
I mean, I had to kind of get them to know what was going on, so it would be mean to throw Wide Up the Silence Wizard on them through all this. Yeah. Fine. I mean, I'm hoping you guys could hear me, but not you in Zoom, but yeah, the chat.
Yeah.
Anyway, without further ado, I changed the stuff. Are you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Hell yes. Alright. So, without further ado, last time on the Pokemon Space Odyssey, the players are heroes, well, heroes in some cases from before. The players had come across some creature who came out of a portal of some kind, or came out of something, and they didn't know what it was, but it looked similar to the green portal they had entered before, except this one was blue. They managed to take it down through all their various strategies of holding it down with flinching. That happened once. By burning it, cursing it, stuff like that. As it went through its various forms, managed to finally take it down, and were rewarded with a weird spear that Henry now has. Upon figuring out what it does, they threw it, and it would come back to them. So it's a spear of returning, essentially what it's called. But it's called the Puppet Spear. After finding out where that Echo had found Lamparine, they returned back to the tower to kind of talk about what was going on with her. She was not too happy about finding out that there was a potential alien inside of Adolphin, but managed to realize that the threat is no longer currently underway. So she kind of calmed down and has gone into a cocoon state now to recover up in the rafters. And that is where we leave, and that is where we come back. So, as I go find my music. Here we go. Alright. You guys find yourself inside of the tower once again. Or, not once again. You were there this whole time. Lamprine is now up in the tower, just kind of resting there. You see a mass of cloth just has like made basically a cocoon, almost like a yarn ball looking thing, just up there. Kind of like almost like what would look like an egg sac strapped in by spider webs. Just kind of hanging there. The scene is yours.
Well, I, for one, kind of want to go back to that blue portal and investigate it further. See where it leads, and then promptly close it, because it might be something bad.
And how do you suppose we close it?
Well, that's what you have to find out. That's the sense of discovery.
So what, like going through it?
Exactly. Gotta pick up that sense of adventure. If you don't venture, you don't gain.
That sounds like a bad idea. Considering everything that just happened, that sounds like not a very good idea.
What we could do, then, possibly, is maybe tie something around my waist. I go into the portal and, well, if anything happens, you could try to pull me out.
But what if the something that happens is whatever we tie around you breaks?
Well, we could just... Okay. I have to ask you a question. Above table. So, not as Elderfin, but as Edward.
Mhm.
I have a very, very... Edward, well, in the role of Elderfin, Elderfin has recently gained a particular power. And automatically wants to use it on you. Are you okay with this?
Yes. I don't know what that power is, but yes.
Okay, and that's so. Like I said, just wanted to be wants to come above table. Are you okay with that? Because I don't want to just spring it upon you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
You know I'm gonna do this. So Aelfin, so back into Aelfin. Aelfin will say, "Well, I suggest that's not a good idea," and he will use the power suggestion
Oh.
on you.
Better than just sitting around.
So what does suggestion do?
Suggestion: you smoothly plant a thought into the subject's head that lasts as long as his feet are bound. They won't know exactly why or how they thought of it. They will naturally assume that they thought of it themselves, and their brain will attempt to get there as logically as it can. The target may not necessarily act on the suggestion, especially if it is against their nature. Using suggestion to plant a specific thought may cause the target to think about a specific object, dredging up service thoughts related to the matter. Using this on the target leaves discoverable psychic residue. You may only use suggestion as long as you have telepathic capability. I do.
Wow.
Though you may keep it bound without having telepathy active.
Okay. So yes, he's like, oh, yeah, that's a good.
Is it
That's
within
actually
a
a
roll
very
or?
good point.
Nope.
Oh damn!
No roll. No roll. You just.
Oh, shit.
You just plant the thought.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's really fucking powerful.
Yeah. Well, that's a very good point. I at the very least think we should head back there though and investigate. But entering it yeah, entering it might be a step too far. But
For now, let's at least the Elephant does actually know the name of the Pokemon that's here right now.
Yeah, it's Lamprey.
Lamprey. Lamprey is actually at least able to get sight on the area, so if something happens, she could at least let us know, even though she's probably asleep right now. Perhaps maybe try and figure out why she's losing sight in other areas first. We can always come back to that.
true. And if nothing else comes out of that portal, yeah, maybe we could go investigate some of the other ones first.
Well, Lamprey did say there was another pedestal.
True. But I definitely do not want to investigate that. But we should look for the like that mansion, like the green portals. You know, that they're the ones that are causing her actual distress. So, yeah, maybe we should deal with those first before we figure out what the blue portal's all about.
That's what I would suggest anyway. Not using the spell,
Yeah.
because I've already used it once and it's now currently bound to you.
Yeah. Even though Echo isn't here, Robert would then turn to Echo and just be like, "Do you know where we should start looking for potential problems in her strings?"
Well, I think I propose we go and look at the one portal we already were at, because if she's sleeping and she has the potential to find the other spots based on where she can't see, maybe we go check that one out first and then come back, and then she might be awake.
Oh, that's a good idea. I can get some. I can talk with the gardener there and find out what else I need.
That is also a good idea.
True. Hopefully we don't have to fight that giant tentacruel, if you can even call it that.
If we can
I have
get
no idea what you're referring to. But okay.
Ilfin, you actually. Oh no, yeah, you don't know it as a tentacle, but yeah.
I know what what
Yeah.
tentacruel is, but Edifin doesn't know what
Okay.
tentacruel is.
Yeah. Echo just says it looked like it was holding on to something. I think it was the string that was pulled inside that we were following. If we can get it to let go, maybe we'll be okay and not have to fight it.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. If we can find some other way to have it drop it. Alright, well, I think we have a plan. Into the dark, scary, void world.
So you guys are going back to the mansion?
If that's where it is, yeah, I think so. Are we?
That's what I'm asking
Yeah.
you guys.
I think that's the plan.
That's where it was, yes, the mansion, but
Oh, wait. No, I didn't call it the void world last time. I think I called it... What did I call it?
I think you thought it was the distortion world, but you rolled high enough to realize that
yeah.
it probably wasn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
that's-
No,
that's
yeah.
all.
Instead, I started calling it the Shadow World. That's what I started calling it afterwards.
That's where we'll be heading back to.
Like the Shadow World. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. as you guys leave the tower and back to the ship, Robert, something catches your eye on the ground, almost like a glint. It's weird because there's no light around anymore, so there's nothing to shine off of. You go over to look at what it is?
Yeah.
Alright, you walk over to what you see on the ground is I think you said you wanted the Dawn Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, what looks to be almost like a lit sunlight inside of it's almost like, because the evolutionary stones, they always have that image on them to show what they are, like the thunderstone is like a green stone with a thunderbolt on it. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a white crystal with what looks to be like a sun on it.
Just picks it up, kind of tosses it in his hand.
Oh
He's
no,
like,
not a sun, because there's a sunstone. I'll say it's like a half sun, so it's like a dawn stone because it's the dawn, the rising dawn.
yeah,
So it's like a
the
half
dawn.
sun.
Yeah, the dawn stone does have like a little sun on it. But yeah, and the sunstone just looks like a sun.
Oh, true.
Like the sunstone looks
Actually,
like
that is
shape.
true.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's kind of
this would be a
sad
white
because the moonstone doesn't look like a moon.
Yeah, it's really weird. It should.
Missed opportunity for future installments.
It looks like yeah. But yeah, you find a
Yeah,
dawn stone.
Robert actually probably even finds a little bit of energy in it himself because, Lucarios are. Oh no, that's not Dawnstone. It's daytime evolution.
And this is just evolution. I don't think there's any day or
Yeah,
night
yeah.
kind of thing.
So. I have to think.
But yeah, you
Could I
find the
do a
dawn.
Pokemon Could I do a
Oh.
Pokemon education to surmise if any of my Pokemon can actually evolve with that stuff?
Yeah, sure thing. And I'm guessing I'm gonna have to roll that, right?
Yeah, it's a 5d6.
Okay. Also, before I roll that, I have to once again thank Nocturnal Wolfdog. Thank you, Rafi, for that magic item donation from before. That was Sean's item that we decided to go to Sean, so... Because what we decided to go with is if no one says anything, or if the person donating doesn't say who they want to give it to, then we're going to just random it, unless someone doesn't have a lot. So, but I didn't know who had what, so I just kind of randomed it. So 5d6 you said, Sean?
Yep.
Was there any
That is
addeds
correct.
to it?
No, not
Okay.
in my Pokemon education.
Gotcha. Also, hi Christina. 13.
Hello.
I'll say... Trying to think, because it's like that roll probably wouldn't get you much, and also I was trying, because I know what you want to use the stone for, and now thinking of it, because we've had your what was your Eevee now, the Dungeon? We made it like a rock stone, right, or like a ground stone or something, using it was like a stone
true.
made from that.
Yeah.
Because now thinking that your Vulpix is a psychic type, maybe you might need to make a psychic stone.
That's a good point.
But I will say you do get
Or
the
maybe-
Dawnstone, so
Maybe that's what I could have found, right?
Or maybe I could find it with pickup.
it's funny.
If
But yes,
you'll
I
allow
will
me
say.
to roll for pickup.
Hang on, we're still dealing with Sean's thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I will say you do have a Dawnstone, and now thinking about it, it would make more sense if you made like a psychic stone for your Vulpix in this sense.
Okay.
Sorry, I just thought of it now. I was like, actually, sorry. But you do know all the Pokemon normally that would evolve with the with the Dawnstone, and you think that actually his is a female, so it wouldn't be able to evolve. You would know normally that Curlia could evolve with a Dawnstone. I think it's a Dawnstone to
Yeah,
Gallade?
Dawnstone is like only Frostlass and
Gallade.
Curly
Yeah.
to Gardevoir. Yeah.
Oh, it's
So not.
Gurley to Gallade, isn't it? Gardevoir is just level 30.
Oh yeah, Glade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a very useful magic item.
I will say that you
It's
do
only
with that
2
roll.
Pokemon.
With that roll, it will work on Pokemon that, when they have a evolutionary stone related to them, you can use the Dawnstone on. Oh no, wait, but yeah, it is technically he is a psychic. So you know what? Sure, the Dawnstone will work on it, but in future cases, it will if it's normally a psychic type that wouldn't, that would have to evolve via stone. We'll have to do like a psychic stone, but we'll say sure because I didn't think of it until just now. The Dawnstone can evolve your Vulpix.
Okay.
That was my fault. We had talked about
Yeah,
it.
because otherwise, it's like that would be a pretty not great magic item if I
Right.
could only evolve 2 Pokemon.
I mean, you could
2
always
Pokemon
sell
that
it,
I don't even have.
but yeah.
But yeah.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, with that, then I will pull out Cosmo and I will ask Cosmo if he wants to evolve.
Do you want to?
I mean, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
You know.
Cosmo just kind of looks at you and she goes, or she or he, I always forget for the, I guess I could say they in the meantime. They kind of just look at you and she kind of looks at you and smiles and she's like, Vulpix. And she kind of like swirls her, oh yeah, she's flying, so she's technically just floating in the air on top of her tails.
Yeah.
Or kind of using her tails as like a sail to kind of get around, and she kind of almost like moves her tails back and forth, kind of happily. She kind of just looks at you, and she's just like 9 tails. I don't know.
I like how Vulpix said 9-tails before it even became a 9-tails.
Vulpix. Sorry, god damn it.
Alright, but yeah, it's just that excited. But yeah, so yeah, I'll tap Cosmo with the Dawnstone.
Sweet. Alright. So, as you tap the Dawnstone onto Vulpix, the Dawnstone kind of almost turns into light itself and kind of merges with Vulpix as Vulpix shines this brilliant white, with a little bit of because except for the Cosmo tail, the tail all of a sudden grows longer. The Cosmo tail gains 6 more tails, I think, right? Because Vulpix has 3, right?
I thought
I
Vulpix
think
had 7.
Vulpix is. Yeah, I think Vulpix has like 6 or 7.
Oh, okay. Well, in which case,
Or was it 5?
I have no idea.
I guess I do have a picture of Vulpix. 1, 2, 3, 6 of them. Yeah. So Vulpix ends up out of this light comes 3 more tails as they all get longer even and almost come to a point as they kind of flow through, like instead of curling they kind of uncurl and get a more purplish, bluish, whitish, and then the body ends up changing into that of a fox, even though Vulpix is also a fox, but this is more of a yellowish. Yeah, exactly. And then her tails kind of fold down and almost create like a cloud underneath her. And it looks like she's just sitting like, almost like an at ease meditating fox sitting on a cloud of cosmos. And you now have a flying psychic flying Ninetales. Which I will
They're
have
so
to
pretty.
change it in the fantasy grounds after the game today because I didn't have a picture ready for that
Yeah.
yet. That's fine.
Also, I do love that, like you said, that it's kind of like, or she's kind of like meditating because her nature is dreamy. So she's just like,
Nice. So yes, you
Also,
all
for
see.
some reason, Ninetales is not working on the Google Sheets. Is it spelled differently than just Ninetales?
Maybe it's Ninetail. I don't know. Is there an E in there? Actually, let me. I might actually have.
Yeah, it's just N-I-N.
Oh, I do. It's Tales like the story.
Oh, weird. I never
So
knew
I
that.
actually do have it on here, so I can change the image of your Vulpix to Ninetales. Interesting.
Yeah, there we go. Weird. I never
Oops.
knew that it was Tails
Yeah,
like
that is
that.
crazy.
I legitimately thought it was like a tail. Huh.
Alright, so I have changed it now. In the combat tracker, it'll stay Vulpix until we get into a fight if we do, but I will ask you for their stats after the game today, so.
Yep,
Unless we get
no
into a
problem.
fight, but I don't know. Alright, so yeah, so you guys all see. Whoops, no! I gotta. You guys all see his Vulpix Cosmo change into a Ninetales.
Marking it down in my Pokedex now.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very beautiful Pokemon.
Yes. Ed, also be sure to put Quilava down. It's right after Cyndaquil. B23. Or I should say 24, B24. Because I also had an evolution.
B24, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. As Cody has also evolved from a Cyndaquil to a Quilava in their Pokeball, I guess.
He was in the fight with.
I know, but we didn't have the evolution happen during the fight because you got the EXP later. So, and I didn't
Well,
know
it
he
could
was
have
evolving.
happened.
Fine, you know what? Cody jumps out of your ball, and he's like, Cyndaquil!
He's like, I've got something to tell you. What? Cool. Get back in the ball. We gotta go.
Oh my god. He's like, Quilava! And he just gets it back in the ball. He's like, it's my turn also, kind of thing.
He just kind of sits up, folds his arms, and goes, trying to strike a cool pose.
Actually, what nature is your Quilava?
Oh, Cody is skittish.
So yeah, he kind of be like, like almost shy.
He just pops his head out of the Pokeball, looks around like a meerkat, and then pops back in.
It's just a. It's like a duck. It's like a Diglett in the ground. It's a Quilava's head out of a Pokeball.
Quick before the mighty Ina come.
Anyway, so yes, you guys all head into the ship, and Echo goes into the pilot seat with Navi in the passenger seat and flies you all back to the mansion. However, this will take, I think last time I said it took like 2 hours, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We had
So
like
I'm gonna
2
have
rolls.
So I'm gonna have you roll. On...
So, just before we do, just as we get on the way.
Yep.
Elderfin will release the bound condition.
On Robert?
As in on Robert, as in Robert is no longer under my effective suggestion.
Okay.
And Adolfin doesn't know what happened.
Adolfin doesn't know?
No.
Ooh.
Like Adolfin doesn't know that he did that. Yeah. It's kind of...
Yeah.
Okay.
Adolfin doesn't know he did that. He's just happy that it happened, and
Gotcha.
that Adolfin's suggestion went through and seemed to persuade Robert about it. I have a question in terms of mechanics,
Yep.
and that's to do with bound action points. When a bound action point is released, do I get it back immediately?
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. Just wanted to ask about that because
Yep. Bound.
I've read through the paragraph on bound action points several times, and it seemed to imply that, but I'm still like.
Bound just means you would use the points to so that it potentially could keep you from using other abilities while you're essentially concentrating.
Yes.
But then when
yes.
you lose the concentration, the bound, you would get the points back. It's not like with in D&D where you'd still lose the spell. It'd be like if you got the spell slot back after unconcentrating. So, but I think most of the bound stuff doesn't really do damage, so that's why you can do stuff like that, get the points back. So, all right. So, we're gonna do first roll. Who wants to roll or who wants to roll D20?
I'll do it.
All right, go for it.
13.
13. Ooh. The Pokemon encounter. Let's see. Do I have any here? I do.
We just fly into a pack of Wingull or something like that.
You actually.
No, we
Quick,
fly
put
into
this
a
out on the
Guzzlord's
river.
open mouth without realizing it.
Quick question for Henry.
Uh-huh.
Women outside. Sorry.
No, we're good.
Quick question, Henry. I know Henry can see psychic residue. Is that always?
I think so. Let me check.
I didn't realize that Henry could see psychic residue.
I have psionic sight.
remember-
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that previously.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
if I've
GM.
never
No, you're fine.
seen you actually do it before, I don't know what the source is.
Okay, but you would still see psychic residue on Robert.
I mean,
This,
If Henry were-
this action, the suggestion leaves psychic
Yes.
residue.
yes, if
Hold on.
Henry were fully paying attention to the moment it happened, seeing you say something and then see psychic residue on him. But I'm going to guess that Henry probably didn't see that happen, but can probably
Okay.
still see the residue, just doesn't know where the source was.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Probably guessing that it's Ninetales or something.
Sure. I'll go with that.
He's just leaving a trail of psychic residue from his bum.
you do see psychic residue on Robert. Okay. I'm just considering consequences. That's all.
And
Because
but right now I'm pinning that signature into Ninetales because I don't know any better.
That's fair. Okay. All good.
All right.
Wait a minute. No, I would recognize it because I've watched you use telekinesis.
Yes, you have. You've seen me do.
Oh,
You've seen me do stuff. Yeah. So you would know. So you would know that it came from me, or rather, the psychic residue came from me.
Well, Henry's not going to say anything.
Okay. I'm giving you stuff here. I'm just giving you stuff. That's all. Just giving you ammunition.
All right. So. Oh, sorry. What, Sean? Oh, I thought you said something, or were about to say something.
Oh, no.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are flying through the sky in your ship, you can see a group of Vivilion that have started to kind of straddle up beside you. They're kind of flying around, like they kind of spotted you and now they're just flying alongside you. And these look like very actually, if you want to make a, if anyone wants to make a Pokemon education, you may do so.
Yeah, Robert is always curious, so yeah, he'll
Alright, you
5.
said 5 of them? Oops. God damn it. Like I said, I need a new mouse. Oh my god. I can't even pick up dice anymore. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. I picked it up and it dropped.
And
it.
also,
There.
also Neil, so you know, his general education is now also 5.
Okay. Nice.
He's expert in 3 different educations.
Alright, so you know that Vivillon have different wing patterns based on where they are.
Yes.
And these ones seem to be of none of the ones that you've normally seen that would be on, because you've studied Earth and stuff, correct? Like at least maybe regular Vivillon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would know all the patterns that come from the different regions, especially even for Zorokoro, because since it's specifically like just a bigger Earth kind of thing. So you would know that their Vivillions are pretty much the same as Earth's Vivillions. This one is a different Vivillon, specifically for this planet, because this isn't a normal flying, or like a bug flying. It's still bug flying, yes.
Is the pattern on its wings a skull?
Yeah, basically. I should have made it. I was thinking about bug ghost, but I thought I was reading something else. But it's still a bug flying type. It's just the pattern of it is from this planet of a skull.
Robert.
It almost looks like how some butterflies have the weird, like, face-looking wings, or when they fold them a certain way, they look like a face.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what these guys have. Is they fold when they flap them. Sometimes it comes across as a skull.
Yeah, Robert.
And they just seem to be flying alongside you.
So I think you'll just like sketch the wings, like how they are, like in views. That looks really very beautiful pattern.
I'd say you, since your watches are your phones essentially too, they'd basically be like smartphones, and they'd have cameras in them.
Yeah, then he also
They're
might
just
be
like a tiny camera, but yeah.
He's not the biggest fan of technology, so he still enjoys his notebook.
Nice.
So he'll do both.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Since we're on the ship, it's not likely that I'm going to use pickup just yet.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, since we're on the ship, Aelofin, I nearly said Edward just then. Aelofin will check out the all the different grow beds we've got.
All the different.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of them. So he's going to check out the level 2 portable grower, the level 1 portable grower, and the thingy on the ship that we've got.
It was called
The hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
Yeah. And I think I said that with the hydroponics you can grow wild berries. With an
I
extra
can tell you what's in each of them actually.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I made a note of it. Look at me being efficient with notes. There are blackberries growing in the hydroponics, there's apricot berries growing in the tier 1, and there's the jocobar berries growing in tier 2.
Nice.
Are they all grown?
Did you write down what the hydroponics do? So I think they made it so that regular wild, because the ones you have, the portable grower, I think makes it so they grow faster. Or do they yield more?
No, I get more from the growers.
Okay, so I think the hydroponics just makes it so you can grow regular bushes. You don't get the yield bonus like a portable grower does.
Correct.
But yeah. Okay. So yeah, that just makes that what that does. Yeah. Okay. I think you have to roll. I forgot if it was a roll you had to make to see how much you get from them?
It is, but I know that
Oh,
it was a long time ago, and timey-wimey shit.
yeah. I'll say they're fully grown at this point.
Okay, sure. Then I will.
It doesn't take long in the games normally either to grow a berry bush, so it's.
All right, then
Yeah.
I will grow. I will go harvesting.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, it depends on the berry, but yeah, usually quick.
Hmm.
I can't remember what I needed to roll, which die it was.
I think it was a D4. Here, let me
Yeah,
look at.
absolutely.
Oh, I do have the item. It was a berry bush, right? Or portable.
Yeah, portable grower.
Because it'll be probably the same thing. It'll show on the. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. That might be something I have to add in the rules, like for berry picking.
I know it was a. I think it was a D4 plus 1 for the portable growers, and a D4 for the hydroponics, but the hydroponics I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
The plus 1 feels familiar for the.
That one feels familiar for the.
The portables.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I think it was the fertilizer that made it so you could add like extra stuff. Here.
Yield rolls may be modified by
Thank you, Johnny.
soil quality. The yield rolls above assume a +0 soil quality, so that's nothing. Portable growers are exceptionally fertile. Natural spots have a soil quality of
That's it.
+1 instead.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, and the mulch increased the quality of the thing, which is something else I have.
Mm.
So that's right. That's why it's +1. Yes.
Okay.
So I'll roll
Now-
+1 for the two.
Yeah, Johnny, on that same thing, does it say if it's like a D4 or anything? We'll still go for D4, but.
The yield depends on what we're looking at.
Oh, the berry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of
That's
berry? is it?
right. Yes.
That's right, yeah.
No, that's
Because
right
tier-
because the Jacoba or the Jaboka, Jaboka berries had a modifier to them because of the fact that they were more rare.
Yeah.
So
That's
what?
right.
What tier was the Jaboka? The Jaboka?
Mental herbs, white herbs, power herbs, tiny mushrooms, and tier 2 berries are 1d3 -2 or -2.
-2.
I think
Yes,
it's
that's right.
1d3
That's
-2.
right.
So it'd be 1d3
Right.
-1 because of the
So
plus
1d3
one.
-1. So I'm going to do the 1d3 -1 for the Jaboka. Hey,
So
I got
that's-
2.
Nice.
So I have 3 Jaboka berries.
Snozberries.
And yes, Nosberries. And the apricorns?
Apricorns are 1d2 -2.
1d2 -2.
So
Right.
what?
Yeah, I don't know.
So 1d2 -1.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
because of the +1 from the portable grower.
So there's
Yeah.
a chance you get nothing here.
Yeah, I get 1.
Nice.
All right.
Hey, that's
So
good.
you'll have to get some better mulch if you want to get some more.
No, hang on a minute.
apricorns
No,
in, right?
it's 1d2 -1. Yeah, no, I get 1. Yay!
Yeah.
I've got an apricorn.
So I think mulch helps with the apricorns then for sure, because that gives you more
Oh.
yield, right?
Yes, it gives you +1.
Yeah.
Yes, but you cannot make soil quality go above +2.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Interesting.
No. It increases the quality of the soil by +1.
Yes.
Okay. So we
And
might have to
would
make
rank
some
that
better,
one for mine.
some
Yeah.
better. Oh, you know what? Then yeah. I think. You know what? I will say that the book that you found about gardening on this planet,
Mhm.
the grave soil
Mhm.
that you find, anything that's ghost related, like because I know there are berries that help with ghost type stuff, like I think it makes it so you take like less damage from Ghost, or you can make a move super effective, like a Ghost or something. If you get Ghost-related berries, or you know, apricorns and stuff like that, I'll say
those
that
are tier 3 berries.
yeah, it'll increase the quality of the grave dirt. Actually, you know what? Because it's so fertilized, I'll say in general, grave dirt will be a mulch that is yield. It's a 3. So it actually goes above the 2 that they show, I think. Or how high does the mulch go?
No, mulch
It
adds the
it
bonus
says-
of +1.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
there were
it says-
different versions of mulch, though.
It says
No,
plant
it
yield
just- it
can't
just-
go above +2.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The soil
and
itself cannot go.
the ghost berry in question is a Kasib berry, and it's a tier 3 berry.
Oh, okay.
Which can't grow just yet.
Got it. But I will say
But
that
that's what Adolfin wants to do now. He wants to figure out how to do that.
yeah. So I will say that the grave dirt will probably be a better quality than normal dirt or normal mulch. So it says it can't go above a 2, but I will say that this grave dirt can be a 3. It's a special GM rule. Because grave dirt
Right,
doesn't
we'll talk
exist.
about that. We'll talk
yeah.
about that because
Okay.
I'm disturbing play now.
No, you're good.
I also have the blackberries that improve. What's a blackberry?
Blackberry, I think, is a tier 1. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
it
beauty
is.
puffin ingredient.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. And they look like they'd be very, very tasty.
Yeah, and the yield roll for tier 1 is 1d3 minus 1.
So it'd just be a 1d3 because of hydroponics.
Yeah.
1d3, that's 3.
Nice.
Blackberries.
The page to reference, by the way, Ed, is 280
Thank you.
in the core rulebook.
Thank you.
Nice. All right. Any more bushes? I think you had a bunch, right? Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So yes. So as you guys kind of just watch the Vivilians kind of flutter by and kind of hang out about the ship, they eventually leave and kind of go back to their home.
You know, why is there not a Pokemon named Flutterby? That is such a. I'm just saying. That just sounds like a Pokemon name to me.
All right. Who wants to
Sorry.
roll me the next d20? No, you're good.
I can roll one in physical real world and tell you what
Okay.
the result is.
Yeah.
Oh, balls. I rolled a 2.
Oh, yes. Okay. Now I need you to roll me a. Now I need you to roll me a D100.
Roll high. Roll really, really high and fuck us over.
Out
An
of curiosity,
Well, I need you to roll 100 or 0. 87?
Yeah.
Please tell me that fucks us over. Please tell me.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. Are you ready for this?
No.
Hang on, I gotta get good music for this.
Oh god. This is music worthy? Oh shit.
so that's what that's called. I learned something new today.
What?
We'll talk about it later. It's very much not relevant to the game.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I will go with this for now. Sorry, no, this. Actually, not that one. Ooh, actually, I do have something better. Dang, where is it though? Down here. Sorry. I just remembered the other one. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
As you guys are flying through the sky after the Vivillians have just left, about half an hour later, out of nowhere, there just seems to be a black dot that you guys are kind of heading towards.
Oh god.
A black dot? How big is this black dot?
Roll me a perception check.
Elephant's not paying attention. He's busy dealing with berries.
True. My perception is 2d6.
You got a 9. Okay. You know what? I will roll for Echo.
Also, I'm assuming Echo would be,
Yeah.
Echo's one.
And you know what? I will do her too, because why not? Okay, she has a 2d6 as well. Oh, great.
Would I hear either one of them say, "What the hell is that?" In some
Robert
semblance?
would be like,
Ah, shit.
ooh, what the? Yeah, Robert would be making inquisitive noises.
Okay.
Not worried noises, but
Oh,
inquisitive
that
noises.
looks interesting.
See,
Yeah.
now that gets my attention. So now I want to look at the weird object.
Alright, yeah, you see a black dot. Roll me perception.
Yeah, Sean's worried.
20.
Robert.
You know exactly what this is, because you've back
I'm
on
sure
home.
I
You've
do.
studied some form of science-y study when you were on performing. I don't know.
Sorry.
Astrophysics.
Yeah.
You
I don't
study
know.
some sort of sciencey stuff.
Yeah, it's called the occult.
This is a black hole.
I'm so sorry, Neil.
That is
Jesus.
immediately what I thought it was.
And it seems to be pretty big, but you guys are still kind of far away from it.
Echo, I think we need to change course just a little bit.
Okay. He's gonna try, and I need to roll for this.
Just keep as far away
Please
from
tell-
that
please
dot
tell
as
me this is a black
possible.
hole.
It is a black hole.
Yes. We're gonna die.
Yeah. We're gonna turn into space spaghetti.
He tries to input some stuff to be able to turn slightly away.
Are we
And-
too close?
It seems he's like, I'm trying to turn the ship. I can't seem to turn the ship, except by actually turning it sideways. Well, I mean, he can't even do that. It's like, I think it's gonna be extra hard for us to move the ship.
Can I guess? Everybody strap in.
What? What? What's going on?
We're just headed straight for a black hole, and there's nothing we can do about it.
He's trying.
Okay.
Echo's trying his best to. He rolled the exact same.
Echo, can Trelia create black holes yet? I mean,
What?
I know she can only do that when she's a Gardevoir, but maybe
No.
maybe she could do something to cancel it out. I don't know.
Listen to yourself, man, and you call yourself a scholar.
Some Curly have been known to do it.
Quick question, GM.
Yep.
For telekinesis, do I need to be able to see the thing I'm lifting?
I think so.
Or moving? Shit. Okay. Fine.
Unless you
Telekinesis
end
of
up
black
getting
hole.
a really, really good perception / intuition.
Well,
But
At
I
this
know you
point,
have
I
a
feel like
expert in intuition, right? I'd say if you got intuition to master, you could probably do it without.
No, I've focus.
Or
in
focus.
that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say intuition because that is something you're like almost instinctually, kind of. Yeah.
I don't have
Hey, I have intuition.
But you don't
Yeah,
have telekinesis.
I have very high intuition, but yeah. I have
a
the
little better.
intuition that he's gonna die.
Echo seems to be able to kind of turn the ship a bit, but it's not very much. As he's slowly able to turn the ship away, but it's still pulling. You guys are still being pulled towards it.
I, as a boring ass human, use helping hand.
He's helping hand on Echo.
Hey!
So,
Hey!
Menem the Jeff, thanks for the follow.
My name's Jeff.
Sorry if I
Jeff.
pronounced that wrong.
my name is Jeff.
Oh, my name is Jeff. Okay, yeah.
So, this is gonna be probably not very beneficial.
Mhm.
Gonna try.
And remember, you guys can use hero points to try insane stuff, so...
Yeah. Well, first off, Aelofin is going to create some barriers.
Ooh.
He is going to get as close as he can to the cockpit. And then he's going to place barriers in front of the ship.
Ooh.
And if I'm reading this right, at least one must be adjacent to the user. Okay, I am reading this right. So I'm reading this right. So I'm going to get as close as I can to the cockpit and then place barriers.
Yep.
So that they extend as far as they can out from the cockpit, with the first one adjacent to me, outside the cockpit, and then extending around in front of the nose of the ship.
Okay, so you're kind of layering them, essentially.
Mhm.
Okay, I like it.
Essentially creating a thing. I don't know if this means that they will still move, because they count as blocking terrain.
Roll me a percentage. You want high.
Roll better than me.
That was not in the box. That wasn't in the box. That's not high.
Okay, so as you
I'm a
put
hero
these
point now.
barriers, you're in a hero point. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
Oh!
1.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
that's
was high good or was
Oh,
low
no.
good?
I
Because
think he said
if
we
low is
wanted to
good-
roll high, because this
Yeah,
is a
did
percent,
say
and I'm
that.
guessing this is a percent of damage reduction.
Oh.
This is a moment where I gotta say, because I like how Dag puts it. There's, if you roll a 99, that's a critical. That's a what was it like? I forgot what it. Schoolia, do you remember what he called the like a 99, but a 100 roll? Well, technically a 1. Well, actually a 00, which would be 100.
00 is 100.
Yeah, so 00
Yeah.
is 100, which would be an amazing, almost like a
Like a percentile's critical success. Almost.
yeah, exactly. But with a 1, he calls it a chaotic failure.
Chaotic failure. I call it a critical fuck up.
A critical, basically the same thing, yeah.
Critical fuck up.
So, with this, your
Yay. I push button.
the god smiling, yeah, basically. Oh, I forgot what he called it via like a critical roll or a critical fumble. I don't know.
I'll call
Anyway.
it a critical a critical favor.
A critical favorite. All right,
It's because
so
100 is the god smiling.
you put these barriers in front of the ship, but you forget that the barriers don't move, and each barrier has 20 HP, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. With your ship kind of going the speed it was. Your ship crashes through all 5. What was it? 5 or 6 barriers?
All 4.
4 barriers. Yeah. It crashes through all 4 barriers, and even before the barriers disappear, they actually cut up the ship a bit. So you have some breach in the ship.
Aw.
I will say
that's cool.
breach 4. Actually, what is your guys' breach on the ship? I think think Echo had all this stuff, but I don't know where to look for that on
They
for
do.
the ship stuff.
But hey, now Adelphin's psychic residue is all over the ship.
Thank you. Very
That's
much
amazing. Okay, we'll have to ask them later what their thing is, and I'll write down the stats for the ship too, so that way I
Oh,
don't
no,
forget.
yeah, I did worse than that. I did far worse than that.
He scratched the paint job. So yeah, I will say the ship currently has a breach per wall that you put up, so it has a breach 4 damage done to it.
4.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have breach 4, we're dead.
Yeah. We're gonna be having some issues.
Yeah, there's definitely a wind going through your ship right about now.
Wind.
Well, you know what I mean, like, well, you're not in space.
Vacuum. Oh,
Yet.
wait, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh, true,
skidding
yeah.
across the planet.
All right, so with that,
Oh, it's true, yeah. Sorry, no, we're not in space.
I will say that did provide some resistance, though, so I'm going to give it an easier roll for Echo. Nope, he's still, as he slightly turned the ship to the side. So actually, when you did that, it actually is mostly on the right side of the ship as he tried turning it left. So it kind of
Wait.
just, yep.
Carry on. This is Elderfen. Why is there a black hole in the middle of on the planet?
I mean, who knows? There's so many different kinds of phenomena that can happen just out of the blue. There's a lot of. It could be a Pokemon causing it or something, or.
Edelfin's looking straight at Henry while asking that question.
Oh.
What are you looking at me for? I'm just
You're
a
the one with
stowaway.
all the weird. You're the one with all the weird stuff.
Yeah, I studied occult, not science.
Maybe this is a cult.
I mean, there is a cult, but I don't know if this is part of the cult.
Oh, for God's sake, just. Do you know anything about this?
I don't know, GM, do I? 23 occult education.
Wow. Okay. You know that somehow, one way or another, this black hole just showed up out of nowhere. That's what your perception would have shown you to, because you didn't see anything, and then it was just there. So it is small enough where it might not last that long. As long as you can keep the ship somehow away from the ship, the black hole might just disappear.
Alright.
Since it wasn't created from something, it can't last.
I'll tell you what I
just thought
do
it was-
know, Adelphin, about black holes is, for one, they can disappear as quickly as they appear. For two, they can appear out of absolutely nowhere, which is precisely what happened right now. So, asking about this any further, I have nothing for you. We can hope. That's about it.
As long, but you do know that there is a chance that it'll go away just as fast as it showed up. So as long as you can maybe
That's why I
stay
said
out. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is...
The two things I know about studying black holes.
Alright, come on, Echo.
Also, this entire time,
There we go.
Robert is just doing his Hail Palpias, so.
Alright, so
Hail Mary.
Echo has managed to now get more control over the ship since your barriers have kind of reduced your speed a bit, as he's able to flip it around and face away from the black hole.
Also, Neil, I just sent you a message.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll let you decide on that one.
Yeah.
As we
But yes, Echo has been able to turn the ship away from the black hole, but you're still getting pulled towards it as of right now.
Also, actually, as Robert is praying to Palpia, he's also, grasping Kate.
Kate's also not sure what to do, so she's probably doing the same.
Yeah.
Edelfin's going to start walking to the back of the ship.
Okay.
Looking.
I just think it's funny that everyone else is totally calm.
No, Edelfin's not calm. Edelfin's panicking.
Okay.
So Edelfin will start walking to the back of the ship and is looking to see if he can try and figure out a way to get visual on the engines.
Ooh. Well, so your engine, the actual, like, module for the engine is in the ship. The thrusters are outside of the ship. And
Yeah,
it's just
he's
out in
talking
the
about
open.
the actual physical aspects.
Yeah, you can just see them in the back. Like, as soon as you... do I have a picture of the ship? Hang on.
I forgot I could do that.
Let me see if I have
Really
a ship
helpful on this
image.
planet.
Not the... Oh, that's the SS Gamora. So that was Bertordite's ship. I don't have it on Fantasy Grounds, but I think I put a picture of it in the Pokemon tabletop. Yes, your ship is in the pinned messages. The thrusters will be at the bottom of the ship, and the engines are right next to them. I know, it's very poorly drawn, but...
No, it's not that. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the fact that Edison doesn't have a fucking clue about engines. But he's got a really stupid idea, and he's going to see if it works.
Yeah,
'Cause
and we
that's
will
where Edison's head.
we will go to break, Sean, everyone, after the after we deal with this black hole situation. So
Yeah.
if you can get away.
Edelfin knows fuck all about ships.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's going to look at the engines, and he's going to try and guess where the power accelerator is.
I know this feeling all too well. It's funny. All right, roll me a tech education.
I would
Yeah.
love it if you turned them off instead.
Please tell me I do.
You find a button that says accelerator.
On the button. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted.
I guess it's more like a lever, but it's like it says accelerator on it.
There's like a big,
It's a
big
big
sign
pussy
that's
button.
just a finger that's like, right here, stupid.
Yeah. Okay, Edelfin's not stupid. He's not going to push a button that he doesn't understand. So he's going to look at the engine itself,
Okay.
and it's going to start twisting nozzles telekinetically to see if that increases the engine power and gives it enough kick to push it forward.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for 2 rolls.
Alright.
The first roll, if you pass, will make the second roll easier. The first roll is focus.
Okay.
To use your telekinesis to focus on all the targets you want to target on.
Alright. What's the target number?
I'll let you know if you pass.
Okay.
Oh, you definitely
That's
pass. Yeah, that's amazing. All right.
I'm
So,
mastering focus now.
yeah. Oh, yeah, true. All right. So with that, next is a intuition roll,
Intuition. Great.
but it's a lot easier because you're 27.
Oh, thank fucking god, I've only got 3 intuition in intuition.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Well, the +4 that helped you, yeah. So yeah, your intuition says I should probably turn that one, hit that one, lift that one, maybe pull on that one as you question yourself, but something.
Fuck it. Give me a go.
As you do it and you enter that, as you lift that last lever, you hear like it's starting to get louder and louder, and you think you did something right. And I'm going to make another tech education, and I'm going to add 6 to this. Come on, I go.
Elephant is still in full of panic mode right now.
Yeah. Okay. Dang it.
Just firing up the afterburners.
Come on. There we go. As he kind of enters a few buttons on the screen, now that you're flipped around, and he kind of grabs a lever and just jams it forward. You hear, all of a sudden, that whirring that was loud. Now the thrusters that are next to you, you hear as it goes. I need everyone to roll an athletics check. Or an acrobatics check.
Mine's a 2 on both.
Thank you.
Were you sitting down, Sean?
What?
Or who is all sitting down, actually?
Oh,
I
yeah,
wasn't,
yeah.
so I'm gonna
Sitting
go
down,
flying
strapped.
straight into the fucking engine.
Yeah, I was trying to help Echo with turning the ship.
Yeah.
And what were
Yeah,
you
Robert,
doing?
Robert strapped himself in with Kate.
Yeah. So you and Kate get a bit of a bonus. Elephant rolled a 7. What did Henry get?
Working on it. 10.
Okay. Kate gets. I'll do acrobatics. Shit. Once again, my dice went flying. 14. And what's your acrobatics or athletics, Sean?
2.
On both of them? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. God dang it. Keeps wanting me to pull 3. There we go. Alright, so everybody is going to take a little bit of damage from being basically jolted. Henry and Adelphin, you're going to take this full damage from the jerk.
I'll
Okay,
just
you take
slam my
10.
head into the windshield.
You take 10 points of unavoidable damage, so non-reducible. And Kate and Robert, because you were strapped in, the strap actually cuts into you a bit, as you guys take 5.
Could I
But-
add a couple more points of damage to that because I was in the engine room and then suddenly the engine is now in my fucking face?
Yeah, do you want me to roll? I'll roll 2 more d8 for you.
Roll for burn.
11, and sure, I'll roll for burn.
That's more like it, so that'll be 21.
You do not get burned. As you kind of slam your face into the thruster and the engine, or slash engine, that's now super hot. So, yeah, as he punches it and the thrusters go off, it does give enough thrust to make it so you're now pulling away from the black hole. And when you get far enough away and you feel no more pull, your ship's no longer going in the wrong direction, the black hole just sputters and disappears. And that's where we're going to go to break.
Sorry for rolling a black hole.
No, it's amazing. I'm so glad you did.
So that
I have
will
this
have
weird
added an
psychic
hour.
connection with Henry because now both of our heads hurt.
That will have added an hour. So we will be doing one more roll for next time when we come back, because you did have to shoot away from the black hole temporary. So you kind of went in the opposite direction for a little bit until it disappeared. So It'll take an extra hour to get you back, so we'll roll that when we get back. Don't go away. We will be taking our break. If you guys need to do anything when you're, go get some snacks, go to the bathroom. That's what we'll be doing. Yeah, but we'll be back probably 10-15 minutes. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you later in a bit. Not later, in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. So, the guys have just rocketed away from this black hole that had appeared in the sky. And no sooner than it appeared, it had disappeared as well. After they took some massive damage. Well, the ship took some massive damage. And the players had also got thrown around the ship a bit from the thrust. Adolfin, you were next to the engine when it happened, and got knocked into the engine, knocking your sense a bit loose. But now that it has calmed down, on the ground next to you, you see 3 iron balls, basically ball bearings from the. You recognize that you had actually, to make this engine work a little faster, you would, without thinking, pulled them from the engine. But the engine seems to work, if not the same as before, a little better. So you don't think you need to put these back where you found them.
Oh, well, that was something. Right. Maybe Echo can do something with these later, and I'll pick them up, stick them on the pocket.
Sounds good. And thank you, Schooly Eye, for the magic item box. I gave him 3 instead of just 1 because they weren't worth a lot, so I figured that'd be a good item to give him. Yeah, everybody, the scene is yours if you wish to do anything.
We've still got an hour of trouble, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Robert will get up and just check with everyone, find to see if they're okay. Check in with Echo and Henry and find Elton. Is everyone alright?
I'm
That
okay.
was rough.
That was nuts.
I'm probably laying on the dashboard.
No, you guys had flipped around like a flip and burn kind of situation, so you would have actually flown towards the back of the ship, or you
Oh,
would
the
have
back
been
of
pulled.
the ship.
Yeah,
But if we're using... Now, when you say flip around, you mean like full 180, or did we
yeah, you full 180'd.
Yeah,
Or
as a
180,
I would have
so-
been... I would have been thrown to whatever side we weren't turning towards.
So probably the door of the, because you said you were in the cockpit, right? Or the
I was trying to help Echo
yeah
steer
so you
the
would-
ship away.
okay. So you would have been up there with Echo. Yeah, I'll say you slammed into the wall next to where the door would have been.
So I'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just pick Henry up, dust him off. It's like, just looking him over, making sure that he's not injured. I don't have the best medical education, so I probably don't notice how injured he is. But
I could look at him, but I'm currently flying the ship.
That twister was something else.
okay, well, you seem a little dizzy and banged up, but otherwise, nothing horrible.
No,
I've got to find.
you're hanged up to dry.
Yeah, Echo, just keep an eye on him. I'm gonna find Adolfin.
All right. He
I
says,
reckon
"Hey Navi, can you put him in the chair?"
I got it. I got it. You don't know how to cut my hair. It's fine. He sits in the chair.
Did I win? Did I eat Cheerios?
Right.
No
Probably
more
about that.
peanuts for me, stewardess.
Adolfin?
reckon probably at that moment the door to the engine opens and everything comes staggering out. You can see that there is blood just trickling down, a very deep gash in his head. Engine works.
Oh, you saved our lives. We cannot be more indebted to you. Oh my gosh. Uh,
What?
Robert quickly finds like a cloth and like, wraps Adolphin's head.
Ow.
Makeshift bandage. It's got some oil
Why are you closing off my eye?
No, it's above your eye. It's fine.
Oh.
You know what, Sean? Roll me a medical education.
Well, there
The
was actually going
bandage
to be
is
another
so
reason
thick
for that,
it's
but
covering
sure.
my eye anyway.
There was actually going to be another reason for the why are you closing above my eye, but sure, okay.
Oh. It's a 2.
Yeah, you
Ooh.
put it over his eye instead of his head.
Well, no. I mean, my roll is a 2. You need to
Yeah.
roll it for me.
Oh, sorry. I thought because you had dice there, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, you like Adolphin said, you put it over his eye. But yes, Edward, Adolphin.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought it
There
was
a different
something.
reason for there was a different reason for the eye thing, but
Oh,
Yeah, I'm guessing his eye's like all swollen over.
you'll not find that out anymore because you put a fucking bandage
Yeah.
over my eye. So,
oh, true. Okay. Got it.
your guys' fault.
But
True.
yeah, I will sit Adolphin down next to Robert and just keep an eye on him.
You'll sit Adolphin down next to who?
Well, next to me.
There we go.
I interchange between saying Robert and me all the time.
Robert
Alright.
Robert seems to speak in the third person sometimes. Maybe Henry should do that too.
Well, it took a little bit of time off, so it'll take a little bit longer for us to get to the mansion. But here we go, and then I need now someone to roll me a d20. Ooh.
6.
All right.
Please tell me I fucked up.
No, you didn't fuck up, but
Oh.
the amount of work you put into the engine didn't, like, you were like, hey, this worked pretty well, and then now you're starting to hear the and it's like, yeah, I can't go as fast as I was hoping after that. Something happened to the engine, and it's gonna be a little bit extra time, and I'm gonna need one more d20 roll.
Because you're the only one that has.
Sorry, my head hit it.
Oh. You dislodged the iron ball bearings that needed to be fixed.
Hey, that's
Alright.
how they needs to get out.
So, everybody rolled? So then it's... Henry, did you roll yet, or...?
I'm sorry, I was looking through.
No, I mean, did you roll one of the d20 rolls already?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
then
he
yeah,
rolled
it would be
first.
me. Alright, here we go. Okay. Yeah. As you guys are slowly puttering along, nothing seems to go awry anymore as you safely then reach the mansion, and Echo slowly manages to put it down in the front lawn and shuts the engines off, and you are now on the ground in front of the mansion.
I'm going outside and I'm using pickup with Ted Warno.
Alright, as you hit the button to lower the ship, the door, yeah, it's almost like a ramp, a door ramp thing. The hatch. You open the hatch, and you immediately kind of pull out Ted Wardo, and you're like, "Go for it!"
Oh no, he's been hanging around my neck the entire
Oh,
time.
okay. Then he also needs to make an acrobatics or athletics check.
I can do that.
to not be squashed by Henry. Yeah.
I feel like I
You
would have
both
gone
just
face
pancake
first into
against
the
the wall.
wall, honestly. But
You both-
Tebordo, athletics.
Or acrobatics, whichever one's better.
Let's do
Or
acrobatics.
yeah. Or whichever one you choose, I guess.
Not great.
Yeah, he's gonna take this full damage. Whoops, dang it.
Would it still be 10?
No, it'd still be 10.
Yeah. Oh, I guess technically true, yeah. Alright.
I also
was anybody else
immediately tell.
while we're at it, was anybody else's Pokemon out during that time?
Yeah, Luthu.
Alright, then Luther needs to make me
Oh,
an
no.
acrobatics or athletics check.
My cute little Luther, no.
But Luthu wouldn't have been in the engine with me. I would have forced them to stay out.
Yeah, so they wouldn't take the extra 2 that you took then. So yeah, they take 10 as well.
Oh.
Alright, anything else? Anyone else was out?
Is Navi
Nope.
out?
Okay.
Oh yeah, what about Nani?
Yeah, true. That is very true. Well, Navi was in the chair when it happened.
Okay.
I didn't have... Actually, technically I did have... Well, because they would have been
Give him a
pulled
bonus.
back. Yeah, I gave him a bonus. So I guess I will roll for Navi anyway.
Just has levitate out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, I think I gave him a bonus of... okay, 1, so... No, that would have been yeah, there we go. Okay. They... Actually, with the force, they would have still taken the 10. But I can't edit his sheet, I don't think, so... Well, maybe I can. Oh, I actually can edit his sheet. Okay, cool. Neat.
Yeah, because I think you asked us for the version that could be edited.
I can't edit Edwards, I don't think, but that's fine. Alright.
Well, that's because River and I specifically edited a couple ones.
Okay. Well, no, because I think I sent you guys the one that can be edited, and then I asked you guys to make a copy of that copy one, so that they can be edited, because you can't even edit the original. So,
Yeah.
I think if you want me to, I think you just have to make it so that you can share who can edit it, I think, Ed. And that way, if something happens when you're not there, I can add it to your sheet, or if, like, you take damage or something, I can add it in or something.
Yeah, no, I think I know.
Yeah. But I can also double check after the game just to make sure to see who I can and can't edit. So, Luther was sleeping in the Pokebed. Oh, the rude awakening just. All right, but yes, you have now landed. Henry has immediately jumped up, ran off the ship, and started using Tedwardo to do a check. So I'm gonna need you to roll me a d20.
Is this for the pickup or is it for something else?
This is for the pickup.
Okay. Nat 1.
Tedwardo doesn't find anything.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't. After
Yeah,
that
Ted
Wild
Wild is also
trip,
kind of out
He
of it.
loses the scarf
Yeah.
yet? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if you
That
fail
one.
at pickup, you actually lose something.
You're not one, so you lose whatever he held item he had. No. Alright, but yes, Tedwardo does not find anything. He just comes up to you and he's like, "Ten here, son." Like, "Oh."
he just kind of like, I put him down to go look for things, and then he looks up at me, and then just like slowly wraps his arms around my leg and buries his face into it. Like I don't know.
No. Oh. He's too nervous to go find anything. That makes sense. Alright. But yes, the scene is yours.
Yeah, River. Sorry, Echo could you go
Yes.
make sure that Adolfin's okay now that we're
Yes, of course.
stopped?
I will have him roll a medicine education. Actually, does
It
he have
seems
any...
like it seems like that boost did some pretty banged him up pretty bad.
Okay, yeah, I
I
can...
just think it's funny that like when it comes to the education, Robert has expert in 3, pathetic in 1, and then untrained in the other. Like
Okay.
Robert is really good with all types of smarts except technology and medicine.
So, Echo just says, he says he's just bleeding from the head, but he's not too badly injured, or he doesn't have any injuries, so there's nothing I can really do with the bandages.
Does Echo replace the bandages correctly?
Yes, he will actually then.
Okay, then Echo will see that the bandage that was covering Elephant's eye is completely white.
Huh. Echo just goes, huh. And then he will... So that your head is still bandaged up and stuff. Because he doesn't know what to make of it, and you guys just went through hell. So he will just recover the eye for now. Because Echo is not actually here, so I can't... you know. So for now, Echo will recover your eye. But bandage up your actual head spots to make sure you're gonna be okay. But just so you know, you didn't take any injuries from it, so it is something you can heal from potions or just going to a Pokemon Center to heal as well. So, yeah. All right.
I don't know if you can heal from blind.
Well,
Because if his eye
there
is-
is a reason why. There's a reason why Elephant's eye is currently white, and GM, you can probably guess why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But yes, because Echo's not actually here, I can't make his decisions for him. So
Of course.
I'll just say
Yeah.
he covers the eye for now. We can deal with it later when Echo's actually there. But we can let him know that Echo has seen the eye thing. So if Echo wishes to bring it up later. All right. So with that, Adolfin is all bandaged up. Echo has given the okay that he's good to move around. And you guys are free to do what you wish.
Okay. Henry, are you okay now?
As okay as I'm gonna be.
Okay, good. You seem to kind of hit your head and were kind of babbling nonsense, so it's good to see that your faculties are still, or have returned to you.
Yeah, Robert, I'm a coordinator. It's called acting.
Oh. Well, good. Yeah, good. Cool. Let's let's go find that portal.
Right.
I'm gonna go and find the gardener.
Oh, yes, that'd be actually very important.
First, I have some questions for him. Head hurts.
I forgot, was the gardener literally the only person here?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I gotta say this really quick. Thank you, Christina, for the type change. Unfortunately, there's no Gardevoir around, and also Echo doesn't have a Gardevoir yet. But it doesn't work on the party once they get their Pokemon caught. So, what I will do is, because what normally happens is when that gets redeemed, the next wild Pokemon that is currently in the fight or the next one that shows up will be type changed. So I will do that for that one. So, yes.
And you can make it a Gardevoir if you want. to.
True, I could just evolve it right now and give him no choice. No,
The
just
real
kidding.
question for right now,
I'll make one. Okay.
and Neil, you're not allowed to answer this because I know you have the answer. But between Ed and Sean, do either of you remember the gardener's name?
Ed Sheeran.
God.
Really, dude?
I don't know. That was just the first name that popped into my head.
Well,
And-
I need to open up my
And
notes.
also the pun
Looks
was
like your brain
shears.
is dancing in the dark, Sean.
I just was trying to think of a pun, and Ed Sheeran, because he has shears, was the first thing that popped into my head.
Wow.
Oh. Well, the last thing I just said was an Ed Sheeran's reference, so...
Yeah.
Huh, I thought I wrote down the name. Okay, no, I don't remember the name.
Sad, neither do I.
And yet you were the one who asked. You're like, I remember. No, I don't. His name is Maynard.
Maynard.
I knew it was close to that.
Sure you did.
Save big money at Maynard's.
God damn it.
That's...
changing his name.
Nerd at Maynard.
We're changing his name now.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Yeah. So Adelphin, you said you go look for Maynard?
Yep.
All right. Henry, Robert, what are you guys doing?
I'll follow Adolphin to Maynard because mostly because one, I do not want to go into that portal without all of us.
Yeah.
Because that portal is dangerous, and two, because it could be good to ask Maynard some stuff.
Okay. As you guys are heading in, you guys hear Luthu and Tedwardo. Actually, I don't know how Tedwardo speaks, but they're both. Luthu's barking a little more than usual, and Tedwardo is kind of saying Teddy Ursa a little more than usual.
Is he
Kind
clinging
of
to
growling. Is he clinging to you still?
Yeah, would he be like clinging tight out of like nervousness?
Yeah. In fact, when you go look to him, there's a Tedwardo clinging to your left leg and a Tedwardo clinging to your right leg.
Uh-oh.
Are you still hallucinating?
Guys, we may have a little problem here.
Do they look identical?
Yes.
That yeah.
Oh.
And
Okay. Real question.
Adolphin, when you go look to see Luthu is barking at himself or at herself, as there is a second Luthu barking at Luthu.
I have two questions.
Yep.
Number one, are they both wearing a choice scarf?
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Okay, second question. I'm going to assume that the grip around one of my legs would have tightened first before the other one.
Nope.
So, Neil.
Yep.
I have foresight.
Oh shit.
I am
That's
going
right.
to use foresight to see if these are illusions.
Oh fuck.
And
That's right.
while Robert's doing that, Adelphin will use read and read the minds of both of these.
Ooh.
We'll use mind reader to read the mind closest to the mind of the Luthu closest to him.
Okay.
And because he's done this before, he'll know exactly how Luthu's mind works.
True. Okay.
And then he'll read the mind of the other Luthu and see if there's a difference.
Yeah. So you read the mind of both, and Luthu's comes up first because Luthu was closest to you. And Luthu is thinking. Luthu thoughts. He's just running around, and I don't know if you could see their thoughts, but it's more like they're just in their mind. They're going. Like you can tell he's very excited.
They're being excited and playful, and also a little bit concerned about this thing that they're looking at.
Yeah. In fact, Luthu is barking at this one, and the other Luthu is barking at the other. So the other Luthu actually is also thinking an excitement, like playful, like it wants to play. You do feel a little bit of malice though in the second one, in the thoughts. Not like, yeah.
There's a cruelty there.
Yeah.
Like
Almost
it wants to
like
play, but it wants to play viciously.
Not viciously, like a trickster, kind of vicious. Like it's their trick. Yeah, I don't know. It's the kind of it's like how a fox
like a dark
is.
humor.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's immediately enough for me to go fine, and then I'm just gonna pick it up with telekinesis and throw it.
No. Robert is gonna run to try to catch it.
You're gonna go catch it?
Well, yeah, because he doesn't want to get hurt.
Okay. But I will do your thing before that happens. So you go to use foresight.
Yeah.
You can immediately tell that the teddy ursa on Henry's right leg almost looks like a mirage, and the one that Adolfin is just about to throw or lead in is also kind of a mirage-y like look. Like you can tell it's an illusion. You can tell it's an illusion, but I don't know if you can actually see what it is. That's what I'm gonna kind of get from it.
I can see through all of the using.
Oh, so you can actually see what it looks like?
Yeah, the user can see through the illusion ability, moves the illusion keyword, and that's created by the illusionist ability.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, you know that these are Zorwa.
Yeah, I was hoping so. Yeah,
even
white. Even more reason that I try to catch the one that was tossed.
These Zorwa are a little different than the ones you know of, though. These ones are white.
Adolfin throws the one.
Actually, you know what? Hang on.
And
Before
then
that,
Robert immediately throws a ball at it while it's flying.
hold up.
Good luck.
I have to hidden power because I forgot one of these guys gets changed because of Christina's thing. So I need to roll a d20.
Ooh, fucking hell.
Ooh. On a 19 or 20, re-roll until another roll another number. Okay. So I could choose it, but yeah, you know what?
Go choose. Choose it.
Yeah, okay.
Choose it.
So 19 will be a re-roll. 20 is I choose. I also get to choose which one it happens to. Alright. This one. Cool. Okay. So, the one around Henry's leg is white and red because of the little thing that it's got on its little like tuft of hair that goes up.
It's a little pompadour.
A little pompadour thing. The one that Adolfin is tossing is his little red mark on his head is actually blue.
Oh my gosh, it's literally Kaisa. Okay, yeah.
And now you can do what you were wanting to do.
Yeah. He tries to run over to it. Basically, like how a football player would catch a football. Like, he like dives to try to catch the flung Zora.
All right, I need you to make me an athletics or acrobatics. Well, actually, athletics, I think, for catching something. So unless you want to roll actual 2 dice on your plate, because I know you have dice there, but I can roll in fantasy rounds too if you wish.
Nah, my D6s are somewhere else. I don't
Oh,
have
okay, that's fine. You got a 7. So unfortunately, you go to
flies
catch it.
6 meters away.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you go to try and catch it. It goes through the loop of your arms that you try to catch it with, and it gets thrown 6 meters away, and it hits the ground. Luther, or not Luther, 6, zag, go, as it like hits the ground 4 times from the bounce. Each bounce is a different zig and zag and zagoon.
See, I was picturing the guy falling up the stairs in ASF.
He falls up instead of down. Jeez.
Now,
Yes.
did it take damage from being flung?
I will say no, unless
Okay.
his telekinesis actually does damage.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It's a struggle attack.
Then yeah, roll me.
Deals normal type damage as usual.
I guess then
but the
technically you have to roll me
special
a.
attack.
Yeah. I'll say to do the damage though. I'll still do the throw, but roll me the d20 to see if it does the damage. For the actual hit.
Oh, the actual to hit. Yeah, it still counts as a struggle attack at the range of X, where X is the focus rank.
So it does have a evasion of 2.
Oh,
Wow.
That's 20.
All right.
You shot that thing like a gun with your mind,
Yeah, I did.
and that's why Robert couldn't catch it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So it says normal type damage as usual, but use their special attack instead of their attack. I know what that means. I need to change the category to something. but
It's
I
still
forget
normal
what.
type.
Yeah, it's still normal type, but it's special category.
Okay. Well, in
Yeah.
which case you actually don't do damage to it, but you will still be able to fling it
Oh,
because it's
Okay.
it is immune to your normal type damage.
Okay.
Yep. But the crit makes it go 12 instead of 6.
Nice.
So it goes like a skipping stone across the ground.
Get this damn thing away from me.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Elephant's going through some shit right now, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's kinda how I
you
feel.
try to go catch this this what you see as a Zora, and it goes fumbling 12 feet or 12 squares technically. So pretty freaking far.
I can just picture the 2 Teddy Ursa wrapped around my legs going, Teddy! Ursa! Teddy! Ursa! Robert, you want to explain?
These are just cute little Zora. They just want to play.
Okay,
Um,
helpful. Which one's Ted Wardo and which one isn't?
Oh, my thing just yelled at me. It's that one.
Okay.
That's the real Bedwater.
I pick up Ted Wardo off of my left leg because I was paying attention.
The other one tries to get in the way.
I pat it on the head, but I still pick up Ted Wardo.
Teddy Ursa. Okay.
I don't know what Zora was trying to do, but
Let's see if I can actually. Oh, there's no move for that. Okay. Not in the current one. I actually have to look it up. Dang it. Oh, sorry. What does it do?
Not excused.
I know.
Everybody gets one.
It just.
Yeah, Scully,
this-
that probably would have been a better idea.
That's what I thought you guys might do, but I'm so glad you didn't. Yeah, so he's just gonna look at you and he's gonna get an angry looking face. And you're gonna...
Luthu doesn't go to a ball.
Yeah.
But Eduardo occasionally does. For his own
Yeah,
safety.
Tidwada does. Luthu doesn't. Luthu refuses to go to a ball.
Okay, so I rolled... I'm trying to figure out what AC would be to a 100 accuracy move. But I'm assuming it's probably like a 2 or something. Because there's moves that don't hit where they just have dash, and then there's 100 accuracy where they can still miss. But I'm assuming that's what a 2 would be, so... Yeah, I rolled an 11, so this will definitely hit.
What is it?
He's... You don't know. He just is looking at you, and you're taking the feel of his malice.
Am I though?
Yeah.
Because I think I have an edge or a feature that might
Okay.
conflict with that.
Okay, can you avoid ghost moves? Or what is the feat or edge, I guess?
I need to know if it's status class also.
It is not
if
status.
it has a
isn't
secondary effect.
It does.
I am immune to that secondary effect
Okay.
because I have immutable mind.
Ooh, nice. Alright, I gotta just look up, damage charts. There we go. Sweet. I'm glad I did this.
I also... That's right, Eduardo is my reference with this one.
Okay, so you take... Oh, I forgot. Stab gets an extra 2, right?
But stab was 1.5.
No, I mean in Pokemon Tabletop, it increases your damage base, not like Pokemon.
Oh, right.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
yeah.
it's 2. So
It's 2. It's 2.
okay. So it's this one then. You take 38 points of special ghost damage. As he's kind of mad at you for picking up the wrong one. And he's just basically glares his malice into you.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna say that.
I also have mental resistance, so that's 10 damage reduction.
Okay.
From, like a ghost and dark damage.
So you take 20, or so you would do your special defense, any resistances you have, and then it's or like anything like if you resist it, so it's not very effective or super effective, and then you would minus your reduction.
Okay, so what was the
It
total?
was 38
Okay, and then
minus your special defense,
and then minus the 10.
and then minus the 10 if you're not weak to ghost or resistant to ghost. The 10 comes after the super effective or not very super effective or not very effective.
I mean, I'm typeless, so
Yeah, you're not normal type, you're type plus, so
yeah,
it still hits.
that's what I said.
Yeah. So yeah,
But
you
I will
just
take that damage reduction, which means I'm taking 20.
okay. So yeah, you just feel this malice come at you. He just stands there though. He's just angry with you, and that is what he does. Like he kind of
kinda
wanted
hurt.
you to pick him up instead of that one.
So I'm gonna assume that's like actual mental damage making his head hurt just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I would have picked you up, but now I'm not so sure. Does it react?
Did you just say that to it?
Yes.
He's just kind of looking at you with that angry face still. I forgot. It's when you deal damage to it, does its illusion go away?
Yes, when it takes damage.
Okay. Well, actually, yes. So technically, none of them actually took damage yet, because I forgot. Even though he got pushed, he took no damage, so the illusion stays. Yep. So these guys still look like Teduardo and Luthu. But yeah, that's all he does right now.
But
he
Robert
just
did explain what's happening. But yeah, but Robert will chase down the one that got kicked and like pick it up. Even though it still looks like Luthu. He's like, "Are you okay, little buddy?"
You're muted.
I didn't kick it. I just picked it up with my mind and chucked it.
I thought about kicking it.
Yeah.
So you catch up. He's just this well, you see it as a Zoroa. So yeah, this Zoroa just looks at you, and they decide to make a quick decision, and now it knows it was kind of being attacked, so it will also do the same thing, as it looks towards you as you are the immediate next to it. So it is going to try and hit you, Robert. Ooh. What is your evasion for special or speed?
For both, it is a. Oh wait, no. My special attack is now a 2. My speed is now a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, my speed is now a 2 because I gained 1 speed when I leveled. So
yay! That still does hit.
Have more than a 1.
Yeah, nice. Unfortunately, that still does hit. So.
Oh yeah.
So. And 2 of these. So you take 32 points of special ghost damage, and your attack stage is lowered by 1.
I'm not attacking anyways.
As he's just kind of looking at you with a stare of anger. Or they.
Which was it? 30 what?
It is yet. It's 32.
Okay.
32 ghost special.
Yeah. Alright. Well, despite that hurting, Robert still picks him up and he's like, I understand that you're an angry little guy, but you can trust me.
Alright. Charm check. What is your charm?
My charm, I can instead use my Pokemon education for.
Ooh, that's
so
great.
That is a 5d6.
Any modifiers or just the 5d6?
Just the 5d6.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a Poke Psychologist.
Ooh. Yeah, they seem to lose the malice that they had towards you, and they kind of calm down a bit. Still a little wary, but they've decided to trust you a little bit.
Also, does Robert know that, because Robert does know a bit about Earth, but would he know that these are Earth-dwelling Zora?
Make me another Pokemon education.
Okay, so that's another 5d6.
So another 5d6, yeah. Ooh.
Because this is also ancient Earth-dwelling, so...
Yeah. So you would know that on Pokemon Earth, like on the actual Pokemon Earth, they only exist in one special area, and it was more or less they were kind of from... Like, they still kind of exist in some areas, but they were more common in the past. Like, almost like a pre-relic Pokemon. These Pokemon, however, you know them as Hisuian Pokemon. They are way more common on Zorokoro.
Oh, okay. That actually makes a lot of sense if they're more common on Zorokoro than even on Earth. So, yeah. So he's not confused by its presence then.
In fact, actually, with that roll, I want to ask Johnny, would Sean know about Tedwardo then, knowing that?
Probably not,
Okay. Just wanted to
because
make
I don't
sure.
even think Henry knows.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so yeah, so you know these as technically Hisuian Zoroa, but one has a red tuft of hair, and one it's more like, I guess is like, instead of because it's like it's got white fur on white coat kind of thing. It's got the tuft of red in its hair, or its fur, I guess, is blue, but also the coat of its body is also like a bluish color, almost like a light blue.
So, or basically, like wherever there was pink or red, it might be
Yeah.
blue, maybe.
Oh, and also when you pick up this Zoroa, when you picked him up, he is cold to the touch.
Oh, so very light. Yeah, so light blue, not like dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost the net. Oh,
Oh no, he's just
Yeah,
got
he
no
had to get
camera right
going.
now. But yeah,
no, he had to duck out because his head was
gotcha. I will.
he messaged on Discord.
Got it. Okay, no problem.
Um,
Actually, why did I do that?
but yeah, so it's not quite gonna be Kaito, but that's close.
Yeah.
Because Kaito would be water. But yeah, I will still like hold him and just be like, "It's okay, buddy. You can show us what you really look like too, if you really want. I think you're cute the way you are."
He seems to calm down. Roll me a charm check again, so another Pokemon education, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. You can tell that he is he is fully calmed down. He's still very cold. But I know you, like me, I know you, Sean. You want to catch this thing.
Yeah.
You will not be able to get this thing automatically. It is not that kind of trust yet, and I don't think it will ever
Fair.
be.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, it would be like he's at a loyalty 1 in that sense, like, yeah. But yes, he just is calmed down in your arms, and he's not malicey or anything. He's not going to attack you, is what you get the feeling from. The other one's still looking at Henry, just staring daggers at him.
But not attacking him, which is actually kind of interesting.
It already attacked me.
Yeah, that's all it did though. It's just standing there because it was pissed at you. All right.
I
sitting
actually
here. Menacingly.
Robert realizing though that these are common on Zorokoro, or Zorokaro, more commonly.
Mhm.
Robert will turn to Henry and be like, "These are Zorokarian Zora or Zora specifically."
Sorry, that was just for me.
Good to know.
Which is funny because it's like saying that instead of Hisuian, but it's
This
like
is Zora.
the Hisuian Zora,
They're-
but
they're- I
Robert
mean,
would
yeah,
probably
they're-
know them more as Zorakarian.
They're native to my planet, so.
Yeah.
I'm
But you're
trying-
you're guessing you would know that they would be found here because they are ghost. Yeah, you're on a ghost type planet, so knowing their ghost type as well. So
Listen, buddy. If you want me to pick you up, I can pick you up. But if you try to hurt me again, I have a way to return the favor. I promise you. So I don't think you want to continue with those dagger eyes.
he's just looking at you with dagger eyes, and he goes, "10 years." He just lifts his arm up to
I pick him up.
He just angrily just said uppies.
Yeah,
Do you
we're
two arm him?
Ted-
One in Teddy Ursa and the other Teddy Ursa?
No, Tedwardo's on my back like he normally
Okay.
does.
Okay.
I grab him from under the arms like so. Like a child.
He just pees on
He
you.
kind of like, like he's not comfortable. He's just, Teddy Ursa. His arms are just like up like this. And he's just, he kind of gives up. But he's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Even though he wanted uppies, you picked him up in the wrong way.
Oh, no, I'm not done yet.
Like picking up a dog underneath its arms, and you're technically not supposed to do that.
That depends on the dog.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah.
But I ain't finished yet. He obviously looks uncomfortable. So I'm going to, in very quick fashion, put him in a swaddle hold.
Wait,
So, flip him like so.
He's
Better?
confused now and curious on what you're doing. But he doesn't fight you. He just looks confused and like he doesn't know what's happening, but he'll let it happen. Alright, what do you guys do?
Well, I'm going to pull out a great ball and hoop the snoot of the Zora with the button of the great ball.
Okay. So just because, even though it'll automatically hit, you need to roll a d20. And this time I know you have a d20 on you, so I need you to roll a d20. Because if you crit, you'll get the 10 extra.
Ah, 19, almost.
Ooh, close but no cigar. Alright, so I need you to roll me
So very, very close.
Hang on.
No
Okay, so...
cigar.
Capture rate. And then I need to see... Calculating capture rates. Okay, so I need you to roll D100 plus whatever your, plus whatever you get from your, Great Ball. Which I think is just a straight roll, right? I think the Pokeball
Great
actually
Ball...
has a plus. It gives you a plus, which is bad.
I don't remember. Oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't actually say. Oh, yeah, mod minus. Okay, so yeah, basic ball is plus 0, great ball is minus 10. So, yeah.
Okay.
23.
Okay. You go to boop the snoot and try to catch it. And the energy from him goes into the ball and it starts shaking in your hand. And then by the third shake, it ping and you caught him.
Yeah.
You needed to roll
I have
below
another
50.
ghost.
You have a ice ghost Zorua, Hisuian Zorua.
Awesome.
Because the normal type changed to ice type. I wanted to keep the ghost type just because it was from this planet, so...
Because it's appropriate.
Yeah. Alright. Do you wish to know its abilities so the chat knows its abilities and nature really quick?
Yeah, just gotta get in here quick. Alright.
So it's level 20.
So... oh, wow, that's...
Yeah.
And then go to H, and then we'll do it in the spreadsheet.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I'm just... Oh, wait, it probably doesn't have Hisuian Zora in...
It doesn't, so
No,
we'll have to do
the
that
Hisui
later.
Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna do regular
we'll deal with that after the game because we are gonna be ending pretty shortly. After we deal with this.
Yeah,
Oh, I
after
apparently don't know how to
with
spell it.
Yeah, after
the child in my arms.
Oh, so it's Zorua.
Oh.
And then if you put parentheses H, I think it might show up. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is I think Hisuian was before Paldea, but Paldea wasn't for sure.
Yeah, I did ZOURA, so I put the U in the wrong spot.
Yep.
So that's why I wasn't showing up.
It's not Zaura, it's Zorua.
It has Illusion and Snowcloak.
Ooh, Snowcloak. Nice.
Oh, that dirty Frostlass.
It's decisive for its nature.
That's its nature? Okay.
Yeah. And it is female.
Yay!
Probably one of the harder genders to get from it, because it was a definitely 87% chance to be male. I was like, whoa. But yeah. And it's ice.
What was the other one? You said, oh yeah, Snowcloak and Illusion.
Snowcloak and Illusion.
Zora. It obviously has Illusion. That's like its thing. Alright. And you said it was... What nature again? Sorry.
Decisive.
Nice.
Hey, Varian.
Did I spell that right? Yeah.
Oh, DECIS.
No, I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Now, Henry, back to you.
I'm kind of watching. I watched as Robert booped him with a great ball. And I kind of look back and forth between Zorua and Robert. I don't know what he's doing. Or she. I'm not sure which.
What, the Zora?
Yeah.
Zora's just kind of like staring at you. He's just kind of... His arms giving up. He's just his arms are just kind of back.
He's kind of being like a Slackoth right now.
Yeah, his arms all noodly, just hanging down.
So what? Do you want to come with us too?
He just shrugs.
Oh, why not? More the merrier. Pull out a Pokeball. But
right.
Instead of touching him with it, I'm gonna hold it out in front of him.
He doesn't know what it is, because obviously, like wild Pokemon don't. I'm gonna say they don't normally know what these things are, so he just kind of pokes it.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
Oh, what were you gonna do?
I was gonna explain, but.
Oh, you can explain.
He's gonna touch it before I explain it.
Oh. Just poke it.
Is curious.
You'll still have to make a roll too, though. So.
Yeah.
And I have the number. It's gonna be basically the same. So you need to roll a D100.
Roll for crit.
And I think you said Pokeball, so I think it's +5, right? Okay, yeah. So just normal.
Yeah.
So do a D100 +5.
Okay. Not likely. I'd like to re-roll that, please.
Okay, with a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Pokeball for Pokeball.
Oop, not that one. There we go. Go ahead. All right.
41.
So as he pokes the ball and you kind of have it in your hand, it goes doop, 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 ding, and you catch a Zorua also.
Adding Zorua to the Pokedex.
Yours is a male, has the curious nature, and has illusion and omen.
Ooh.
Yours is just a normal ghost type, but it is also level 20.
Okay.
Hi, TK.
Hold, please. I'm gonna need to.
Also, as a heads up, my audio quality is now going to be kind of crap because my headphone died. But
we're gonna be ending fairly shortly because
yeah. But if you, I was just going to give you a heads up because it's like, yeah, if I sound drastically different, that's why.
Yep. Okay.
Is it a normal one or is it also?
What do you mean? It's also Hisuian. Okay. It's a normal ghost one. So yeah.
So just the standard.
Yeah. If it wasn't, it would just be a dark type. But Which technically they do. Dark type is another common one on this planet.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that with the planets when I made them, I said like there was. I think I made 3 types that were like more common than others. So yeah. Anyway.
What was his nature?
Curious.
Curious. What level?
20.
Okay.
So you have to put the XP in because if you just change it,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Figure
I
it out.
have the spreadsheet, so
Yeah.
I can just...
But yeah, the moves that they both used on you is Bitter Malice.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
I'm not surprised.
But with that, now that you have captured these 2 Zorua, you have arrived at the mansion, and Adolfin is going to head off next time to go find Maynard. The Maynard Reaper Maynard. Or Maynard the Reaper is what I should say.
400 XP is level 20.
Gotcha. Alright, and with that, we will leave it for next time. Yeah, that was awesome. Dude, that black hole!
Yeah, that was funny.
Freaking hell, that was amazing.
Well, at least it wasn't a wormhole that spit us out going a bajillion miles an hour towards the ground.
Dude, if you had a wormhole, and then like I'd have to roll to see which planet you show up on. You just entirely leave the planet, and you're just like, well, fuck. That would have been funny. At least for the space phenomenon thing. But if you rolled a wormhole just on the regular one, you would have been there immediately, because that's happened before. But
throughout this entire session, I realized I haven't done a Poke Edge yet for my level up, and I finally figured it out towards the end.
oh, yeah.
So this entire time, I have tabs.
Tabs.
Yeah, flipped reading, right? A basic martial arts, so now I know Rock Smash.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, cool.
And when I said I could return the favor to Zorua, do you know what I meant by that? There's an edge that I have that I forgot that I had. It's called Tag Scribe that lets me make cleanse tags. And if I put a cleanse tag on my spear...
Oh god. Turns it into a ghost type, right? I think?
No, it basically gives it the ability Foresight for 1 hit.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. That's
And
actually really cool.
I can also burn them, because I have Expert Occult.
Oh, yeah?
I can burn them to get rid of certain things, and I gotta remember what that is.
So now you can make normal type attacks hit a ghost. But you'd have to put the tag on it first, so yeah. That's cool.
I can also stick them to walls.
You know what I'm gonna call my Zora? Nagi.
Nagi? Nice.
I can also
Like
stick
Nagi
cleanse tags to walls and make it so things can't phase through them.
Ooh. Like, is it within an area, or is it just that whole wall?
When glued, taped, or nailed to a surface, they stop Pokemon or trainers within 30 meters of the tag from phasing through that surface.
That's crazy.
Unless they make a focus skill check with result greater than the tag's power value. And the power value is based on my occult education roll.
That's awesome.
So good luck with that.
Jeez, yeah.
Yep, they can also be stuck onto weapons or appendages to let normal or fighting type attack hit a ghost type Pokemon for regular damage.
That's cool.
But then it destroys itself after the hit connects.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
I can burn them to remove cursed, suppressed, or disabled.
Oh, that's actually really cool. So something gets cursed
But
or disabled. Yeah.
because I have an expert or higher, I can burn cleanse text to cause all Pokemon and trainers within 30 meters with the invisibility and phasing capabilities, and force them to make a focus check.
Nice. All right. Any favorable moments for you guys? I already said mine. The black hole was definitely kick-ass.
Yeah, Adelphin fixing the engine with his face kind of helped.
Sean, any favorable moments?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because, yeah, I do love Adolphin's fixing of the engines, but I have to just give it to my favorite Pokemon. Because I just love Hisui and Zora so much.
I also have to give it to Adelphin again for firing Zorua like a gun. Poof.
Poor little guy.
That was amazing.
But he didn't take any damage.
I know.
It still wasn't pleasant. As it gets thrown 12 meters.
Right.
Adolphin, Edward, do you have any favorite moments, or are you still kind of just...
No, I think he's
Okay, yeah.
disconnected.
Yep, just wanted to make sure. Alright,
Connected.
we're gonna go raid someone. We're gonna raid Myskirm. He's playing Windblown.
Oh, okay.
It's a fun looking game.
I was going to make a suggestion, but that's okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say Grand Pooh Bear.
Grand Pooh Bear. I'll go take a look.
He's doing a subathon right now.
Grand Pooh Bear.
He also gave me my favorite mispronunciation of my username so far.
They're playing Top Gun? Or is that the right
That's
guy?
what it says.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
I wasn't sure if it was the right guy. Okay, yeah, we can raid him. I'm gonna do all my stuff quick then, and then we'll raid him during the outro. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was amazing. You guys are also great and awesome for showing up to watch us. We will be back on Games and Tea. Well, actually, we might have a game over on Games and Tea. I think we're still kind of deciding that. Over on Ed's channel tomorrow.
It's
for Skype.
literally being talked about right now, yeah.
Gotcha. So, and if not, then we'll be back for sure tomorrow on 7 Dooms of Sandpoint over on Dead Aussie Gamer. So, but go check out Edward over on Games of Tea. He's an amazing guy. I like playing with him. He's a good friend. You can always find Sean on my channel sometime. Eventually, he plans on starting his own channel. We don't know when, but you know, go check him out when he does that.
Eventually.
But yeah, you can find Sean over on Dead Aussie Gamer on 7 Dooms as well. And or the Red. I don't have a link to your thing, but he makes music. Johnny makes music.
Do you not?
I don't have a
link.
well,
To thing.
I do, but it's more like I have a I just had to hydrate quick. Thank you, Nocturnal one time. We have like I know your thing, but you can post it in chat if you wish. A link to your Adolphin gets a capture. Okay, we're about to finish for today,
Okay.
but I will add that in.
I will.
So,
I'll give myself a plug.
oh my god. Okay, so everyone gets a +10. Is what it sounds like.
So I didn't even need to use my... Thanks, man.
No, you get it for
Wow.
your next roll.
Yeah, for my next
-7,
one.
I guess. Okay, one for everyone. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and mark that down for you guys, and we'll bring it up to Ed and Echo for later, Ed and River for later. But yes, we're gonna be getting going. If you'd like to change, yeah. So Johnny or the Red, he's got a SoundCloud. You can go check out his stuff. He makes music. I'm gonna try and make music with him in the future at some point. I don't know how we'll do it, but we'll figure it out.
I might start a Twitch to bring up along the process.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I don't know yet. I want to get a better desk first so I can make use of multiple monitors because I can't really do that right now.
All good, yeah. And no, you
I
didn't.
have,
You didn't
I
miss
have
any
the
of
separate
that.
monitors. I
There's
just
4
need
of
better
them.
desk space.
Yeah. We'll get there at some point. And I'll join you because I gotta start making music streams too because that'll be fun. But yeah, so if you'd like to check out any of my stuff, I got a YouTube. You can go find me at Immersion Diversion. I'll be posting this right up after this today. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming anything later tonight because I think my sister invited me to go out to eat with her and her fiance, so I might take a nap first before that. Stop overthinking it, just do it. I guess, yeah, true, that is a thing. So I won't be making it with like an actual. I mean, I have the cord to plug my guitar into my computer. I just have to go get my guitar. So, but I'll be playing around with the synths and stuff like that. So, yeah. But yeah, we'll be back on Games and Tea tomorrow, maybe, or for sure 7 Dubs of Sandpoint over on Dead as a Gamers channel. And yeah, so oh, and I have a Discord. I can't really, my links don't work right now for my codes, my bot, my what are they?
Yeah, your bots.
My bots things, yeah. So my bots don't work right now, so I can't post my Discord link. But I do plan in the future putting in my Discord link in the about if you'd like to join from there. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back next time. For me, I will be back on Friday for sure with more Monster Hunters Wilds. So, but with that, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been Immersion Diversion. Eric, roll for immersion. I saw your face, Johnny. And we roll the immersion to you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.